You're watching Adrian Beck's Author Hangout, and joining me today is the man behind The Fall, Two Wolves, My Life, so many different books, the amazing Tristan Bancks.
Amazing.
Amazing. Sounds like you're a magician or something, doesn't it?
It does.
Can you do any tricks?
Love it. What's that?
Can you do any tricks?
Do I have any tricks? I actually was a budding magician as a kid.
Really?
I was quite extraordinary. I had an older sister though, so I'd come out and I'd been practicing these tricks for hours, and I'd do the trick, and then my sister would go, "Yeah, but I could see how you just did that," and I'd be like, I'd be in tears because she would reveal my magician's secrets immediately.
So you went from magician to author, or was there something in between?
Magician to, I did a bit of acting in between, and I did a bit of filmmaking in between.
Oh yes.
So that was my progression: magician, actor, filmmaker, author.
Is that the standard progression for people, do you think?
Pretty much, yeah. I think from magic, magic to author. I guess in a way it is a similar thing in some respects, isn't it?
True.
In that you have to kind of you have to hide things as an author. You have to kind of slowly reveal things, and then pull the trick out of your bag towards the end of the story.
Pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Exactly.
Actually, I did notice that you did some acting as a youngster. You're actually a bit of a heartthrob. In fact, when I was Googling, I saw this picture. This picture came up about 6 times. So please, kids at home, please Google Tristan Bancks heartthrob.
No, don't do that.
And this will come up. What was all this about?
I really like that top there too. It's very
You
revealing.
like that top?
Was this? You should admit this was on your bedroom wall, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I just had to take it down for the interview, but it'll be going straight back up there for sure. So is that top? Was that part? Did you choose that top, or was that?
I think it actually may have been my mother's. No, it wasn't really. I don't know. I think a photographer or a wardrobe person must have thrown it at me, and I put it on.
In fact,
foolishly, not knowing that 20-something years later you would reveal it on national Skype.
I like it so much that I'd like to be a bit of a heartthrob myself. So I've gone with the white vest as well. I haven't gone with the nothing underneath, which is probably a mistake, but I've gone with the white vest, and even the Tristan, what is this, circa 1980, 1990...
1992 maybe?
1992 hairdo. And I'm feeling really heartthrobby as we speak, so... You
look amazing. Can you hold the picture up next to you now and just sort of show how similar you look?
Yeah, like it's practically exactly the same. Look at that. I mean, I could have been in Home and Away all those years ago.
I like the sort of council worker meets magician sort of look you've gone for.
Hey, look, it's your look, buddy. Okay, so you were acting for a while, and you got to do these amazing shoots, and then you went into writing. What made you make the change? How come you swapped careers?
Well, I think I always wrote alongside everything else I did. I always wanted to tell stories in different ways, and acting seemed like an accessible way. And I wrote stuff for magazines, film and TV articles.
Yep.
And then I directed some film and TV as well. So I don't know. Telling stories is the thread that runs through it all.
Great. And now you're writing, obviously, a bunch of different books, but the My Life series, which is sort of your comedy sort of stuff, and the more slightly serious stuff, The Fall and Two Wolves. So these are the latest works from one Tristan Bancks.
Yeah, and it's quite good having the balance as well. I think having you write silly, crazy stuff. I'm writing a story about a sort of guinea pig hostage situation at the moment, and a Christmas light sort of flying fox debacle, and then I've also got some refugees in hiding in a toilet block, and I'm trying to get them out of there, and in this other story that I'm working on. And so you sort of move between the two, and it's almost like when you get back to the other story, you suddenly have the solution on how to release the guinea pig from the hostage situation.
I like it. Well, they sort of feed off each other by the sounds of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Well, we are going to hear more from Tristan in part 2. Tristan is going to give us his top tips for kids who want to be creative and write stories. He's been thinking about this for about 3 or 4 years now, so they're going to be amazing tips. So stay tuned for that in part 2. And then part 3, we've got some of your questions and a challenge for Tristan. So stay tuned for that. You're going to hang around, Tristan?
Excellent. Love to.
I promise I'll take this off for part 2, okay?
It's almost creepy. It's like I'm looking at myself when you're interviewing me.
I know, but I mean, what a bonus. Who wouldn't want to be looking at themselves when they're being interviewed?
It's like a mirror.
Exactly. A weird mirror. Anyway, part 2 coming up.
Coming up, we get serious with Tristan's seriously good writing tips. And later, your questions, including an inflating chicken glove challenge. You don't see that every day.